Hi, I'm Steve Diggs, and I want to tell you about the Leadership Summit. This is a very special opportunity to help your church discover the principles of biblical leadership. This is a seminar that I've shared all over the country, and we've seen a lot of really cool results come from it. Now, to give a little context to this, I will tell you that I spent about 25 years in the business world, and during those years, I helped a lot of companies and employees of my own, and for that matter, develop the professional and leadership skills they needed to go to the next step. Well, in 2000, I sold my companies, and since then, I have built a very successful leadership speaking program where I speak to corporations all around the world on the topics of leadership and professional development. Some of my clients include American Airlines and Walmart, McDonald's, Hilton Hotels, H&R Block, FedEx, and Colonial Insurance, and other companies of that sort. The thing that I have learned through these years is that businesses are always anxious to spend lots of money, lots of effort, simply to improve their leadership. And the reason is, it's a legitimate reason, but the reason is they want to improve their bottom line. Nothing wrong with that. But the thing that has broken my heart is the fact that within our churches, I see very little effort devoted to helping grow great leaders into the next generation and improve the leaders that we already have. The Leadership Summit is designed to help in this cause. It's designed for essentially two groups of people. Younger Christians are going to see and hear some really neat, helpful, eye-opening concepts that they've probably never heard before. It's also designed to help these younger Christians deal better with the culture that they're living in, which is a very secular one today. And as far as the more mature Christians, which is the second group that this is for, well, this is designed to give these older Christians fresh horses for the journey that's ahead and really help them renew their desire to finish strong. That's the purpose, that is the goal of the Leadership Summit. Our world today is sending out a lot of confusing messages, but our people from the Leadership Summit will leave with renewed vigor, with a game plan, and they'll be more anxious to see less tunnel and more light going forward. In all, we do a total of 3 sessions. The first session is the mind of a leader. The second session, the heart of a leader. The third session is the attitude of a leader. Now, in the course of these 3 sessions, I'm going to share a total of what I call 17 thought sparklers. These are 17 concepts that are designed to radically change the way we think about leadership and the way we do leadership. I'm going to be talking about things like, what does servanthood leadership really look like? I'm going to be showing you how to find your church's sweet spot. Every church has a sweet spot. Most churches go on for decades and maybe for the entire life of the church and never find that sweet spot. I'm going to show you how in a few minutes to figure out what your church's true sweet spot is. We're going to be talking about how to overcome and resolve conflicts within the church. I also want to talk to you about how today's church is living in a very branding-driven culture. And we're constantly being bombarded with messages from the culture all around us. How do we as a church communicate our message in the way that it will be heard in the community around us? I want to talk to you about what the growingest churches today are doing differently from those that are not growing. I want to also share with you the 2 great killers of ministry and of leadership. And I want to take some time talking about what we refer to as the why factor. This is the difference between churches that are growing and churches that are shrinking. Radical information that is very, very helpful to most churches. I want to talk to you about why leaders and also why churches plateau and how we can beat that problem. I want to talk to you about leadership becoming a team sport. And I want to share with you the system concept. This is what great churches do differently from other churches. And in the process, we're going to talk about the 9 signs of a healthy church and how to lead the way going forward. We're going to be talking about dealing with grumbling blocks and stumbling blocks within our churches, and also the 3 right A's of attitude, atmosphere, and alternative. And finally, I want to wrap up with the concept of going from growth to personal holiness. Hey, listen, if you're interested in learning more, there's my contact data. Get in touch with me, give me a phone call, shoot me an email, and we'll talk further. Thank you.